Kay the 1-2. Swung through, strike 3, and there's the first strikeout of the day for Kennedy Kay. Back-to-back outs for the Buckeyes defensively to start, and a good start. Geyer the 3-2. Swung on, strike 3. Wilhelm goes down. And Geyer records her first strikeout. How about that for a start from Geyer? A line out. We can turn on 1-2. 0-2 here ahead. It's watched by strike 3. Backwards Kay.
I think
for Kennedy Kay.
Yeah, and this is a great job from Kay.
Pod's looking for her first strikeout of the day. We'll get just that as Estrada goes by on the ball outside. Lamone swings through, strike 3. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Hannah Potts. A double across. But
they get a little uneasy and they start rushing pitches, and then when they take their time, they get the great looking strikeout.
Looking strikeout for Milliken ends the inning for Western Michigan. 0-2 to Merrill. Swung through, drop third strike. It's over to first in time. Buckeyes able to get a first out finally as Estrada gets it.
We're going to lead off with Ali Van Brandt. There's
big loop ball as Reyes is able to nab a strikeout, and Avery Parker throws down to first. So 1 away, and the bases are clear as Alex Cooper took that pitch for a ball. It's 2-2. Swing and a miss, and now 2 quick away.
I could always use a little bit more conditioning.
Well, I think a lot of us could. 2-2 on the way from Reyes. Off-speed pitch, got her swinging. As the Ramblers turn the order over, here's a full count offering. Wave and a miss from Ella Trout. And down goes Palowitz. There's 2 away here in the second.
Gajdusek, who's from Green Bay, Wisconsin. Don't know why they got a Packers fan on the team, but it's
well,
okay.
Maybe she's not. Wave and a miss from Petrowski as Trout gets out of it.
2017 to 2020.
She swings and belts one out to center field. Goins makes the catch on a slide. My goodness. What a snag from the center fielder, Ellie Goins. It's not the first time she's done that all year. So a fresh count to Abby Gregus as this one's hit the other way. Van Brandt on a dive, and she makes the catch. Oh my goodness. Indiana is having too much fun out there on defense.
The gloves are up in the air on this
2-2, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Ella Trout. 2 consecutive 1-2-3 frames. Indiana. So 1-2 to Sass. Here comes. Called strike 3. Catches the outside corner, and there's 2 away.
Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and there's the first strikeout of the night for Caitlin Olinsky. Seems like it's a big moment in this game already. That's a swing and a miss, and it was a low pitch. It didn't look like Chapman needed to swing on that one. A great pitch from Olinsky, and Delaware leaves 3 on base. Started in every game so far. It's going to be popped up, and a great grab there. Diamond shines bright there. She pitches to McGowan there. That's right down the middle. And a quick 1-2-3 inning here for Delaware. We'll go to break on the other end. The Blue Hens will be up to bat. And it'll be Jamie Chandler, the catcher. A solid, there's a swing and a miss. And that's a strikeout for Caitlin Olinsky. I was just about to say she had a solid series against FIU, especially that second game. As Crosman stares her down. The pitch swings and misses. Fox does. And Crosman now a huge strikeout there. Cornwell faces the pitch. She swings and misses. And crisis averted for the Blue Hens. They get out of this inning. 2 left on base for the Terps. Delaware up to bat after the break on Big Ten Plus. Already mentioned, now 4 walks. There's the pitch and a swing and a miss. So a strikeout there and a much needed strikeout in that second inning. It's been a fun third inning, and there's a strikeout there for Olinsky. Perhaps the confidence boost she needed in this inning before stepping up on the mound. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be swung on. It's going to head towards shallow left, and a great grab. Logan Turner with the theft. And the Terps get out of this inning only allowing 2 runs. On the other end, Maryland will be up to bat on Big Ten Plus. Pitch to Fox. Fox swings and misses, and a much-needed strikeout there. Getting contact with these balls, 4 straight foul balls for the junior. And she swings and misses, and Crosman expresses a lot of excitement there. After a limited role as a freshman, that's a great pitch from Worst, and there's a strikeout for the sophomore from Boca Raton. Wilkerson's 13th pitch of the night is a strikeout, and that'll do it. Here for the 6th inning, Delaware going to need to get 6 runs to extend this one. We'll be able to find out if they do after the break here on Big Ten Plus. As the pitch goes to her, and that's going to be a strikeout. Blaze is not happy with that call, but Aubrey Worst gets strikeout number 2 of the night. And the Terps 2 outs away from ending this thing.
The second baseman, Katie Shiver.
Having quite the day. The pitch from Worst, that one swung on and missed. And Maryland is 1 out away from getting back in the win column.
Probably won't be a factor here today, but the 3-2 offering swung on and missed. Strike 3. Bree Fontenot picks up first strikeout of the game. Full count offering swung on and missed. Bree Fontenot picks up strikeout number 2 of the game and out number 2 of the top of the second half.
That's a gutsy pitch from Fontenot. Got some heat. Looked like it might have been a little outside had it been taken.
1 out. Kylie Frank's going to have to keep things going. Gets strike 3. Lauren Sackett picks it up on the changeup. Franks is set down. 3-2 pitch and swung on and missed. First strikeout, strikeout number 79 of the season for Julia Gossett.
Well, that's what she does. She's a strikeout pitcher, and she did just that. 4th in the Big Ten in strikeouts.
Yep, the high pitch counts won't play a factor, but high strikeouts will. The check swing, she went and she's gone. Julia Gossett picking up now back-to-back Ks. Sackett trying to get ahead of things. Able to. Strike 3. Lauren Sackett picks up another strikeout for Indiana State. Sits down Kendall Rainey. Got 2 strikeouts to her name. Strikeout number 3. Julia Gossett fans another Sycamore as Mills goes back to the...
0-2, I mean, no reason to throw one down the middle. Try and make a batter chase.
But catches the outside part of the plate. Strike 3. Strikeout number 4 for Julia Gossett and the Purdue Boilermakers. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and swung on and missed. Upstairs she goes. Julia Gossett, strikeout number 5. Sets down the Sycamores in order. We're halfway through this one at Bittinger State. 584 on the season. Mariah Polar's been phenomenal, but Lauren Sackett gets this one as she picks up a strikeout of one of the hottest hitters at the plate. Big-time strikeout there for Lauren Sackett.
Big time indeed. That's one you want to get framed, really, if you're Sackett. I mean, you can get one similar and just put it in play. That could do some damage.
So runner on first and strike 3. Lauren Sackett picks up another one.
With 2 strikes, that's not something you can afford.
0-2 pitch. 0-2 swing and a miss. Goodrich tried to slap it down the line. She comes up in empty. Julia Gossett with another strikeout to her tally.
Well, right on cue, Mark, as we're talking about it. I mean, tried that slap.
Junior right-hander. And a little bit more experience, a little bit more English on that one. Just past the bat of Polson. Strikeout number 7 now on the day. 7 strikeouts and 2 2/3, looking for strikeout number 8. And she gets it. Strikeout number 8. Check swing goes Boilers' way. Julia Gossett's locked in the circle. Back-to-back Big Ten. Yeah, Armstrong again. No attempts this season, just trying to score on a base hit. But it'll be strike 3 for Lawrence Sackett. Strikeout number 5. The right-hander from Terre Haute, redshirt senior, sets down the Boilermaker.
Yeah, good pitch there from Sackett. Just 3-2 with the top of the lineup right behind Painter. Big pitch here.
Big pitch, big swing, and big miss. Lawrence Sackett, strikeout number 6. And the 1-2 pitch. Right down the middle, strike number 3. Julia Gossett picks up strikeout number 9 in 4 innings of work. We'll be back for the bottom half of the 6th right here on Big Ten Plus.
Already mentioned.
1-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Lawrence Sackett picks up strikeout number 7. Sackett's been dominant, and she continues here.
Dominant might be an understatement at this point, Mark.
Even at 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, throw over to second, not able to get Polar, but Polar skimpers on over to third base. The errant throw off the glove of the Indiana State shortstop, not able to get her. So Anna Moore strikes out, but Mariah Polar able to get over to third base.
That's a play that...
So the 3-2 pitch will be swung on and missed. Strikeout number 10 for Julia Gossett. It's double digits in West Lafayette.
Well, if you can't get the paint on the...
Infielder, again at third base here today. Only that 190 batting average. In the 2-2 pitch swung on and missed, and it is double digits as well for Lauren Sackett. The righty picks up strikeout number 10.
Well, these pitchers have been dealing.
Painter with 3 home runs, but a strikeout by Lauren Sackett. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have extra innings and some free softball. Lauren Sackett, strikeout number 11, sets down Haley Painter. Moore swung on and missed. Strikeout number 12 for Lauren Sackett. Boilermakers had some runners on the base pass, but not able to have an answer. We'll be back for the top of the 9th. Yes, top of the 9th right after this. Yeah, Gossett's going to need a quick inning. And she gets strikeout number 11. Julia Gossett able to sit down Marks on pitch number 104.
Marks didn't love it. She's a...
Paige Colley at the plate. Julia Gossett, pitch number 108. Strike 3, finds the outside corner. And Julia Gossett with another strikeout of a Sycamore. Sycamores go down looking.
Well, she is dealing. Back-to-back punch-outs to start the 9th. I mean, this one just perfectly placed on the outside corner.
Again, Indiana State and Purdue tied in this one at 2-2. And Marcicek tied up at the plate. Julia Gossett with another strikeout of a Sycamore. We'll be back for the bottom half of the 9th. Purdue trying to kind of get things going. So it'll be Gossett with the full pitch. And strike 3, the full count. Pitch is too heavy for the Sycamores and Poulsen. Strike out number 30.
Getting ahead of these batters as she's done already. She'll be good.
Swings through, and Sophia Mojica with the throw back to Woolery to ensure it, but a strikeout and then a 2-3 put out for the Bruins. Good start defensively.
I mean, just under a strikeout an inning.
Strikes out Taylor Walker. Second punch out of the night for the freshman. They're 2 gone.
Yep, and I mean, just right on cue, that strikeout. She had the first.
From that Seattle game, hasn't pitched in several. And the changeup gets her looking the entire way.
Jensen sees one, sits one down. First strikeout of the evening, and one's down here in the first.
Yeah, you have to know that Jensen's not going to throw many balls here in this game, so you can't be afraid to swing the bats.
And she does so. Sees 2, sits 2. One looking and one swinging a quick 2 outs for Alexis Jensen. Most powerful hitter for the Wolverines, and she swings on this one deep into right field, into the glove of Casey Hoffman at the wall. What a grab by Hoffman. Saves the run for the Huskers. It's a 1-2-3 inning to start it off. You can see the celebration. Alexis Jensen running all the way out to the outfield to say thank you to her right fielder. And we'll see what the Husker backs can do in their first time to the plate after this. The 1-2. Kamenson will go to steal second. They'll get her. Going home is Bland, and she is safe. So they will get the out at second as Kamenson is caught stealing. Fantucci, one of the seniors on this squad for the Wolverines. The 3-2, and she's well ahead of the off-speed. Strikeout number 3, and that gets Jensen up to 98.
So the pitch on the 2-2 count, and she gets her swinging again. It was a strikeout looking, and this time it'll be a strikeout swinging for Indiana Langford.
Strikeout number 99 for Alexis Jensen. Her next victim will be that 100 mark. Bigger stat for her, though, those 23 RBIs.
And she goes down swinging, and that's strikeout number 100 for Alexis Jensen on the season, her 100th strikeout of her collegiate career, and you can see the emotion all over her face.
Besides a few full count battles, really, Michigan batters have not made her work too much.
As she gets Haynes swinging, and that's strikeout 101. That's now 6 strikeouts for Jensen in the first 3.2 innings.
Using that off speed again, another 52 mile an hour. 2-2. Swing and a miss for strikeout number 7 on the night for Alexis Jensen, and out number 2. Trying to improve that average right now with the 2-2. Ahead of that one, Kamenson will throw down to first. The runner will go to second, but it won't matter because that's out number 3, strikeout number 8. That one's tipped, and she strikes her out. After a rough start to the top of the 7th inning, Jordy Ball gets a massive strikeout, and now the Huskers are just 1 out away.
2 big outs for Nebraska, one by Sammy Bland, and now this one.
The 2-2. Swung on and missed. Jordy Ball ends it with a strikeout, and the Huskers leave 3 out on the bases and win this one 5-2.
Avery Sapp, right-handed junior from Fort. Spanish Fork.
Yeah, I know Sapp needs to get the strike here. It'll be pretty demoralizing if she doesn't. And she does, and they close out the inning. It's a little rough, but
Sailed a couple balls in the dirt. Get off of that as more swings high. Great diving catch here from the Iowa Hawkeyes right there. That's number 9. Swing and a miss. All air right there. Guard click, a great pitch right there. Just have to get her 2nd strike and 2 outs on the inning.
she's dying to move on to second.
Sapp would
will be unable to.
Another strikeout for Sapp right there. Like it's gonna swing short.
Ooh, what a catch!
Diving play right there.
Oh, she's going for the bunt, showing it a little. Oh, clocks it right down the middle. Great catch by the center fielder for Iowa, though, keeping Ava Moore off the bases. Unless if Yergler takes care of business, or Marshall.
That she does. Leaves Marshall swinging for the air. Yergler gets out of that one with a great pitch into the dirt, so it's going to be a 1-0 count for Ava Moore. She's going to swing a chip shot. Double play opportunity here for the Iowa Hawkeyes, and they're going to get it.
Got it.
Tough break for the Illini, but great play right there. Sapp collects the ball quickly, swings it over to second base.
1-2 pitch. Got her to swing and miss. First punch of the day for 33 on the mound, on the circle.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, just really blown by right. Ohio State, top of the lineup, has been very solid.
Trips this one, liner caught by Franks. Throw back to second in time. Double play. Great glove work from Kylie Franks at turn 2, and Gossett escapes with only 1 run coming across. But the solo shot from Hadley Parisian gets the Buckeyes out to a good start to lead things off here in West Lafayette. Wave and a miss. Gossett down on strikes. Big out number 2 for the Buckeyes. She'll get the half swing and miss. Punch out number 2 for Julia Gossett. 1 away here in the second.
Yeah, and you see that rise ball there, really messing him up. Bringing up the top of the lineup with 2 outs is much more preferred.
That one catches the corner, called strike 3. Backwards K for Gossett, her 3rd of the afternoon. One-two, waved at and missed. Campbell down on strikes. Send it back to the top with 2 away here in the second.
Yeah, just blown by right.
Wave and a miss. 1, 2, 3 go the Boilers in the second. Mulk efficiency from the circle. Still 3-3 as we head to the 3rd from Bettinger Stadium in West Lafayette.
The middle infield, particularly Campbell and Moore.
Well, she won't get the double play, but she will get that punch out as Lang's retired on a wave and a miss.
great pitch there. Really pulled the...
2-2 delivery, wave at and miss. Gossett down on strikes for the second time this evening.
And it's been a tough stretch for Gossett today, and
just barely foul. This one waved at and missed. Strikeout for Fontenot as Wilhelms retired for the first time today.
yeah, big play there from Fontenot, retiring the first two.
Big swing and a miss. Douglas down on strikes. That will put an end to the damage, but damage done nonetheless by the Purdue Boilermakers. Another 3 spots, and it's 8-3 after 4. Tries the bunt, throw down. They got the runner picked off if they can get it. They're in a pickle now. Franks throws back. Campbell tags her out. Throw to first. Just back in Lamone, but a big out number 2 and a mistake on the base pass by the Buckeyes.
Yeah, and we mentioned earlier Reeve having a very good arm, and you see that on display there.
3-2. In there for a called strike 3. Franks caught admiring a backwards K for Lauren Boutte.
Yeah, good pitch there. Clips the corner. Tough pitch to get there if you're not expecting a...
Even 2-2 to Campbell. Swing and a miss. Boutte gets 3 straight outs after leadoff walk. Still 8-4 after a quiet 5th for the Boilermakers. Boutte, the 3-2 payoff. Polar swings and misses. They finally get 44 in white. 1 away here in the 6th. Another 1-2. Buick puts it on the ground. Could be 2. Campbell the toss. Moore the turn. Double play. Estrada comes in to score, but they get the twinkling you just mentioned, Quinn.
Yeah, and that, I mean, Purdue makes it look so easy on these routine double play balls, but it is tough there. That's a tough worst-case scenario for Ohio State getting get ready for tomorrow.
Looking to slam the door. The 2-2 swung on and missed. The Boilers start off Big Ten play with a bang. A 12 spot on the Buckeyes to get their 12th straight victory and remain undefeated here at home.
1-2 on the way to Hoekstra. Swing and a miss for strike 3 as Parker applies the tag and will throw it around the horn, and there's 2 away quickly in the first inning.
Great complimentary defense from Indiana. And you mentioned the weather.
Or rather, this is Mia Mitchell. She will look at strike 3 as she goes down looking. Taylor Hess is peppering the zone thus far in this game and has looked really strong in the circle. But there's also the other stalwarts in our conference as Hess sends them down. 2 straight strikeouts for Taylor Hess. This is very impressive. 1-2 to Peyton Drummond as she takes for strike 3. She goes down looking. The 1-2 on the way to Parker. Wave and a miss in the dirt, and Shuttler applies the tag of the day. Let's have another look. Maybe it full count with a runner on second. Here comes as she swings and misses. She's gone down on strikes twice now, and that's a good morale booster for Brooke Schiffler. Replaces Cooper at second. 1-2, and Parker goes down looking. Has now 2 away in the 4th. Here comes. Called strike 3. Brooke Mannon with an emphatic strikeout to end an exciting inning here in Bloomington.
Really well. They've won 4 out of their last 5. And on the payoff, Tinsley cuts her down. First punch out of the game, and for a second, Hawley was looking to make sure that Ramirez. And she is called on strikes looking, so Schuler is able to plaster that one on the outer corner, her first punch out of the game.
Looking for a gap or a base hit knock.
Clipped into the glove, held onto by Caravaca. 2 strikeouts for Schuler in this first inning.
No fear from...
Tinsley gets her on the elevated rise ball. Second strikeout of the night for the senior ace. Two-two, Tinsley cuts her down. Third Spartan that she's fanned tonight. They leave 2 stranded as the Bruins stay in front, 4-0, bottom of the second. Relieving Carson Cassidy, the starting pitcher. That's on the ground to short. Little flip to Conroy, and they get the twin killing to end the inning. But Megan Grant, home run number 20, the fastest Bruin ever to do it. Has had great command over all 4 quadrants of that strike zone.
Full count. That one in for a strike. Ryan works back in the count and gets strikeout number 1 of the night.
Number 1 of the night, number 81 of the season for Lindsey Grine.
Wheels and deals, the 2-2. 1 acre swings through it. That's strikeout number 2 on 2 batters for Lindsey Grine. That one in for a strike. Another strikeout for Grine, number 3 on the night. And she's been rolling so far.
There's the strikeout that Grine was looking for. This time a little bit outside, so it's really impressive to go down.
Goes down right there. You talk about hitting those high numbers. She hits it right there and gets a strikeout. Number 4. Bounced back wonderfully this inning. As here's Jones over to left field. Coming on. Will be a catch for Penn State. Hannick coming on to that one. Years goes on with this recent conference change. Here's Grine to Bonner. And that's a strikeout. Look it. Here's Grine. Gets Karwowski swinging. They'll throw it around the diamond, and that's 6 for Lindsey Grine. How she pleases. Here it is. McCoy swing and a miss. First strikeout of the night for Namath. Way to get back into things in this bottom of the 3rd.
And Riley McCoy really taking a rip at it. She had the pick, and that one's going to sting a little bit for her.
Flannery swings through that one. No mind. Namath comes back with some heat. And strikes out Katie Flannery. But the Ducks. Here's Stephanie Make. Swing and gets a miss. Goes down swinging. And that's out number 3. But nonetheless, McKenna Young gets out of it.
Still on their first.
Ryan to Bonner. Strikeout number 7. Talk about the offense, but let's also talk about the defense. Lindsey Grine is cooking it. Here it is. Down the middle, strikeout number 8 for Lindsey Grine. Karwowski goes down back-to-back for Oregon pitcher. Swing and a miss. Grine. Strikeout number 9 of the diamond. Here's Grine. Down the middle, strikeout 10. You see the bob, marking them up. Looking to see something hit the outfield. McCoy swings through it and strikes out. They find something they like, they'll fire it. Middle of the zone, heat. Strikeout number 11 for Lindsey Grine, and out number 2 of this 7th inning. Now 1. 2-2. Swings through it. Grine gets the signature fist bump now and the signature hug with Emma Cox. And Oregon, they take the first one of this 3-game series, 8-2.
Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Ramuno gets that first strikeout. Still, it's out at 3rd. Full count for DeBoer. And a home run cut goes empty, 2 away. What a swing for the Terps. Here's her 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Great battle from Aubrey Worst, and she gets the second out in the 2nd. Ramuno bears down and finishes the frame with a strikeout.
Payoff pitch. Gets her swinging. And Kylie McGee gets out of the inning, and Michigan strands a runner on 3rd, but not before 2-4. And she gets Jordy Fromm looking for strikeout number 1 on the day.
She's been an okay bat for the Huskers so far this year. Of course, had the big home run yesterday.
That one's going to be flied into left center. Bland will advance to 3rd. Do they get the tag? No. Camdenson goes to 2nd. They'll get her out at 2nd. Strikeouts and ERA. And she strikes out swinging, and it's the 2nd strikeout of the day for Erin Hain.
Yeah, good pitch by Hain. Kind of got Jensen a little sped up and then went a little off. Yeah, we have seen that quite a bit today, and it must have done that last night for Jensen, but strikeout looking.
Now Lauren Camenzind goes down looking, so Hain.
Here's the 3-2 from McGee, and it finds the outside part of the plate for out number 1. Kylie McGee's second strikeout of the game, her ninth of the season. Fromm's been in many spots before. The two-time national champion gets her to swing through it for strike 3. Jordy Fromm with a little fire as she comes out of the circle. We go to the bottom of the third here in Lincoln. The Huskers and the Wolverines all knotted up at 2 right here on Big Ten Plus.
Towards the end of this Michigan lineup.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. And Jordy records her second strikeout of the inning. 2 up, 2 down, all courtesy of number 98 in the circle.
So far.
The 0-2 from Fromm is right down the middle. Got her frozen up, and Jordy does it herself in the top of the 4th. 3 Ks for her. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th here in Lincoln. Nebraska leads it 3-2 right here on Big Ten Plus.
And she gets her swinging. The throw down gets away from Kuzak, and Langford will make her way over to third. So it'll be a advance to third for Langford. She got a big lead. She took off. Conway did strike out back in the 5th. And she does it again here, and Jordy Fromm gets out of the jam, limiting the damage from the Wolverines. Nebraska will keep their lead, but Michigan puts up 2 runs in the top of the 6th. Fromm makes her miss on full count. And Jordy Fromm gets her swinging and sends Puts packing back towards the dugout, as that'll bring up.
As she shows and pulls bunt. And that one swung on. It hits her, but she took a swing at it, so that's going to be strike 3 and out number 1 for the Illinois Fighting Illini.
Yeah,
big out number 1.
Strike out of
trying to get her sign from her catcher. Big 2-2 pitch. That one swung on and missed. As that's going to be strike 3 and out number 3.
And also, you wear it down throughout the pitch. You know, pitching softball isn't easy. We're already at 45 pitches for Yergler.
As that one swung on and missed. And Yergler's going to win this game of chess against Simon.
As soon as I say that, Erie proves me just wrong. Still got the power in the arm. I'm right now, just from a mental aspect as well, knowing that you can compete with this team.
As that one is swung on and missed by Haggard. And so Brewer hangs another 0 here in the 4th inning. The Hawkeyes having their way on defense.
It's not helping at all.
Not helping. As Brewer after pitch number 60. Number 61 is swung on and missed. Going at the same time. As that one swung on and missed for strike 3. As they get out number 1.
Brewer can get this out right here. It's pretty much going to be a dagger into the Illini team.
The 3-2 swung on and missed.
The Hoosiers 20-5, Rutgers 13-11. There's a wave and a miss. And a good bounce back from Trout to record this game's first out. And they'll rule that a wild pitch as Wong moves to third, but Mitchell strikes out. So 2 Ks in a row for Ella Trout, and there's 2 away. See if run scoring has gone up as well, and down goes Goins on strikes. She looks at one that's painted on the outside corner for out number 2. In the center of the rubber, a long wind and the 3-2. Called strike 3, 3 backwards Ks for Kelsey Hoekstra to limit it to just 3 runs.
It's a difference.
Very strong improvement. Nothing in 2. Wave and a miss as Parker goes around the horn. 1 away very quickly in the 2nd.
It's important for Trout to be able to settle in early.
Against Minnesota a week ago, she had 2 strikeouts. Today she's got 4 as Del Hoyo goes down looking. 2 away in the 2nd.
2 away and 2 by strikeouts, and this time
2-2. Called strike 3. Strikeout number 4 on the day. All of them have been strikeouts looking, so the strikeout numbers continuing to different teams in the conference approach base stealing. We'll see if Cooper, or rather Van Brandt, goes in motion, but it does not matter as Cooper goes down looking. 5 strikeouts, all of them looking. 3-2 coming in to Sam Rower. Wave and a miss. Ella Trout moving right along. She's got 5 strikeouts, and there's one away in the third.
Very well done.
Ground ball right back to Trout. Over to second for one. Double play for Indiana. Trout bounces back from the error, and they go 1-6-3 to retire the side. By Strader earlier in this frame before Rutgers made the pitching change. Wave and a miss, and down on strikes is Ellie Goins. 1 batter faced, 1 strikeout for Cassandra Gaywicki.
And that'll be 2 strikeouts for Goins. This
Shuttler for Rutgers as she swings and misses at strike 3. And then, of course, Avery Parker for Indiana. Ella Trout with 7 strikeouts in under 7. Another 2-2 on the way with the shortstop Wong aboard at first. Here comes. Wave and a miss. Strikeout number 8 for Ella Trout.
And that's exactly what happens. Hoekstra.
The 1-2 count. Trout gets the sign and comes home. Swing and a miss. 9 Ks for Ella Trout. An unbelievable day for the Indiana starter. Mannon comes home with the 2-1. There's a fly ball. Left field, ranging back is Kettleman on the run. She made the catch to end the game. A diving grab by Cassidy Kettleman. She tracked it down, and this one's over. Indiana wins 6-1. What a play from the Hoosier left fielder. Incredible.
A couple of walks put them in scoring position on the 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Gossett struggled. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Tully down on strikes for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, as you see there, that's really why Gossett has been throwing a lot of balls out. Even
2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Julia Gossett finding her range with back-to-back strikeouts. And now 2. You saw a beautiful changeup there. The 1-2. Called strike 3. And Julia Gossett sits down the Buckeyes in consecutive order. A 1-2-3 inning for Purdue. We head to the home half of the second. Tied up at 0. With 99 strikeouts on this early season. And that one is drilled into center, and the catch. Oh my goodness. What a play. Kendall Rainey with the grab and the slide. A top 10 play indeed. Boilers. Strike 2 for Tully. She's behind in the count, 0-2. Wasn't able to check the swing for Tully. And she is down on strikes to Skylar Lamone. Gossett finds the outside corner. And back-to-back strikeouts for Julia Gossett. And now there's 2 away for the Boilers here in the 4th.
Yeah, Gossett really starting to feel it here. Really taking advantage of these pitchers.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Lexi Paulson comes in with a jolt of energy to the defense of the Buckeyes. Boilers leave a couple of stranded, but they put 1 more on the board. Bases loaded, full count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Boutte comes in and stifles the Boilers as they leave the bases loaded. They get 1. It's a 2-run game. Called strike 3. Brooke Perez sits the Buckeyes down. They leave 2 stranded, but not before tying this game up at 5.
During their current 10-game winning streak. And DeBoer is rung up. A fantastic changeup from Olensky for out number 1.
I mean, when it's thrown out of the zone, opposing hitters are swinging at it.
Bubke goes flying for out number 2. A little hang time as she snares the fluttering fly ball into shide with UCLA's Taylor Tinsley. Also has the 5th best ERA in the conference. And 1-2, called strike 3. The dogs behind her making all the plays, and so 2 balls, 2 strikes. And it won't matter as Olensky gets Bubke looking to finish the 4th. 1-2. Called strike 3. Reimer paints the corner and strands 2 in scoring position. And it was a pop quiz. A diving grab by Acevedo. A superwoman stretch to finish the 6th.
Here's the full count. Just inside, call strike 3. Starts off with a K for Maddie Milhorn.
Daniel Maldonado. Home.
Here's the 3-2. Inside, call strike 3. Milhorn. 1, 2, 3 in the inning. 2 of them are strikeouts. And Oregon, they're getting out of this one easily.
8 home runs. She does it all.
But she strikes out right there, swinging. Good pitch from Kalaporis. Pulls the string on it.
Kalaporis will see what she can do now.
1 out for the Ducks. It's McCoy who swings through that one. Kalaporis, way to dig deep and get that strikeout. Number 2 of the afternoon.
And for McCoy, that one hurts. She goes up 3-0 in the count, and then
Kalaporis to pitch to McCoy. Goes up the ladder and gets the strikeout. Kalaporis gets out of the inning.
2 balls, 2 strikes. 2nd inning, 2 on. And that's going to be strike 3. She gets the call that she's looking for. And that's going to be a big out number 2. So after getting 2 runners in scoring position, tell her to calm down, you know, that she's got 4 infielders that have been making great plays for her and 3 outfielders that have been covering a lot of ground today. As that one swung on and missed. 4 strike 3. So more defensive struggles turned into great plays. Pulls back the pitch. Poked to the left side, and they will double her up. A great play there from Addison Carroll to double up that runner. Catches the line drive and zips it across the diamond for out number 3. But the umpires will review it as that one swung on and missed. And Conlon gets the strikeout. This 1-2 pitch is in there for strike 3 looking. And the pitching duel continues in Urbana, Illinois. Conlon, as she blows these batters down for these strikeouts, retires the side, and Illinois is going to go back out on defense. As that one's in there for strike 3 looking to add on to the major strikeouts of this game. Big strikeout there from Conlon.
Speed they possess and just more important placement they possess.
As that one is swung on and missed for another strikeout. And Click can't get it to click. 250 plus pitches from Yergler. As that one's in there for strike 3. Not losing her touch at all with pitch number 117 in this game.
I like that one.
As that one's roped out into right center, and there's going to be a diving catch from Devin Simon. A great play to make that diving catch there on what would have been possibly extra bases for Illinois.
And she gets her for a called strike 3. Camden works through the first inning and leaves 2 stranded to keep us knotted up at 0 runs apiece. We'll be back for the bottom. But there she is. 2-2 to court. This one, high fly ball into left field. Will she get there in time? Stevenson with the diving squeeze, and she holds on. What a play by the left fielder.
That was incredible there from Stevenson. Let's get another look at that one. Barely able to get that inner glove. It looked like it was going to drop, and oh my goodness, what a... Valimont takes called strike 3, and despite the 2-out double, Camden gets out of it. Camden's payoff pitch swung on. It was checked into the glove of Jordy Fromm. What a play in foul territory from the Husker All-Star. And there's 1 out here in the 4th.
It's just sheer reaction time and athleticism. She even kind of...
Would love to pick up 2 more with 1 swing of the bat. The 1-2. And it throws her on the outside corner for strike 3. So Hannah Camden gets out of it again. We go to the bottom.
And she gets her swinging. Valimont's 3rd strikeout of the game. Jensen's 1st of the game. The 3-2 once again. This one lined into left field. Laying out is Nat Hill, and she makes the grab.
Rivals the catch that we saw from Stevenson earlier on a dive, and I'd argue that that one is better. Laying out, she got
knowledge that comes from spending 5 years in collegiate softball. The 0-2 gets her looking for out number 2, strikeout number 2. Back to the top of the batting order, Nat Hill on the ground once again. What an inning for Natalia Hill. A diving catch for out number 1, and then on her knees. The 1-2. And Jensen gets her swinging for strikeout number 3 on the day. Huskers just need 2 more to seal this thing. Gets her swinging on the rise ball.
Cable battling here early. 2-2 is in there. A strikeout looking, and there are 2 gone.
Cable's delivering really early here with consistent pitching, hitting some aces here.
It's impressive. It's probably snowing right about now.
Probably.
That's driven deep to center. Back goes Lamar, and she makes the catch. Stymieing a little bit of Spartan momentum. And she goes around it. That's a good bounce back response from Carson Cassidy, her first punch out of the game, and there's 2 away.
Right, we can see Cassidy start to adjust here.
And trying to do that for the Spartans. And a good start for Star. Able to cut down Brie Alejandre. She came in to record the final out in the bottom of the 1st inning. She struck out. And she cuts her down. Back-to-back punch-outs for the freshman, and they're 2 away.
That's exactly what Michigan State needed at this.
On the ground is short, little flip to second, the relay to first. They execute the twin killing perfectly. 6-4-3 double play as it knocks out 2 Bruins here in the 4th.
That's exactly how their defense needs to operate. Quick.
10-0. Also had 4 home runs. But Suarez is cut down as Lauer. And Nally says night-night in game 2. A strikeout looking for the sophomore to end it as the Bruins secure their 2nd straight Big Ten Conference Series with an 18-10 victory here at home in game number 2.
2 in this inning, and they've come in back-to-back fashion as Parker takes outside for strike 3. It's the first strikeout of the day, and Avery Parker is down looking. Good first at bat for Caldwell to come in and relieve Marlon. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Down goes Strader. Couple of strikeouts for Marley Caldwell in this inning, and there's 2 away in the second. And she goes down swinging. Inning's over. It's been an offensive slugfest in this one. 8-7 the Hoosier lead. And Bird appeal down to third. Todrick Davis says yes she did. And there's the first out in the home half of the fourth. Bird down on strikes. She'll wind and deliver. Swing and a miss. There's the first Hoosier strikeout of the day as a pitching staff, and there's 2 outs in the seventh.
No matter who it is, even if they're the power threats, they really have speed to go around.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Molk found a range there with that changeup, and she's able to sneak it past Painter. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And now the Buckeyes down by 2. Big swing to center. Trailing over and caught by Banks in center. Diving to make the grab. The Buckeyes leave one stranded, but not before putting one on the board. It's a 3-1 ball game. A number 1 hitter is having a struggle or a slumping week. Purdue has bats to come off the bench as well. And that one was a called strike 3. We take one more look at that one.
Yeah.
Great job there by reminded us of her bat as she hit the double into the outfield, and we'll see what she can do here on the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, as Jenna Molk gets her 4th backwards K of this outing, and there's 1 away here in the home half of the third.
Yeah, just blown by there on the outside corner there.
On the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Boutte digs deep and gets the big strikeout. 2 outs now here in the inning as Boutte.
Douglas Fontenot, who already came in relief and has been really the number 2 pitcher.
Swing and a miss, strike 3 as Perez comes in and gets the last 2 outs. Full count to Mariah Poehler. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and if you're Kennedy K, keep that softball.
Don't play into the offense's hand.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Brooke Perez comes back and gets her 2nd backwards K of the day.
The Boilermaker faithful expected it to be a called strike 3, though.
2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Brooke Perez with back-to-back strikeouts. 1-2 as the sun starts to break through. Cullen lifts that one high into foul territory, and Julia Gossett with the snag for out number 3, and Purdue extends their program long win streak to 14.
Here's Sokolski. Gets the swing and a miss. First strikeout of the day for Sokolski. 2nd out of the inning.
First strikeout of the day.
Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Elise Sokolski. So it's been trying to find a spot for her, and they like her starting on this Sunday. Here's the pitch to Shaw. Swings through it. Britton lets out a yell and starts off fast for Penn State.
Yeah, she is getting hyped and
promising freshman year. Jones finds a spot to left. Brianna Hannick laying out in front of her. When they got her in the recruiting class, they said she would be a highlight reel, and that's a great catch.
Yeah, keeping it clean in the outfield. Kaylin Jones thinks she has an easy single, but Hannick put.
Here's Britton to Cox. Rolls over to third. 1-acre steps on third. Throws to first. Good stretch from Gradishar. That is 2 outs and double play.
She has the 2 strikes and the 2 outs. 1 pitch could send her back to the dugout.
Clausewitz swings through it. Elise Sokolski fired up. Gets her 3rd strikeout of the game. Britton. 59th pitch here to McCoy. Swings through it. Drop 3. That's the first out and a big one for Britton in Penn State.
And McCoy, no attempts made to try and get over to first on the dropped ball, trying to get the season started off well.
Rosa strikes out. Britton, that's a big one. One of them not earned. Flannery strikes out, drop 3. Chamberlain over to first. And that is out number 3 for Penn State. But Jones couldn't apply the tag in time. Now here's Lito to hit against Grind. That one a strike, or strike number 3. Some problems with the count, but that is a strikeout for Lindsey Grind, and a big one at that.
Big.
After that. 1 acre, strikes out looking, however, and Lindsey Grind, frustrated, walks off the diamond.
She finally makes an appearance now.
Jones slaps it. What a catch by Karwowski! That is unbelievable from the freshman.
Defense on display for Penn State.
Pitch to Chamberlain from Grind. Swings through it. That's a strikeout for Lindsey Grind. Back to back. Gets back to it.
That's a big way.
Gradishar versus Grind. Swings through it. Another strikeout for Lindsey Grind. Second of the inning. Third of her outing. Or rather, fourth of her outing. And here's Shaw. Swings high. Strikeout number 3 against her. And second strikeout for Duncan. Skolsky to Chamberlain. Hands it down the middle. Ho on it. Steps on second. What a double play from Taryn Ho. That is absolutely heads up.
Taryn Ho, the freshman phenom, making what could.
And they're just continuing to progress as a program.
Change up is in there for strike 2. And that drops in. First strikeout of the game for Taylor Tinsley, a no-looker here in the second.
Tinsley is showing off.
They can get contributions elsewhere. That would be massive, but it helps when you have an ace who strikes out the final 2 batters that she faced. A quick 3-up, 3-down inning for Tinsley. And she is cut down, though. First punch out of the night for J.C. Schuler to record out number 2. Tinsley gets her on the changeup. It's caught by Ramirez. The 2-3 put out, scoring some runs. But it's tough when Tinsley is able to tee that one up. An elevated rise ball cuts down Conroy on these home run avalanches. They've responded the best that they have in this game, but Taylor Tinsley hits her spot right there. Her 5th strikeout of the game. On a neutral field. And Suarez went around it. Good punch out for Carson Cassidy on that rise ball that had some late movement to it.
I think that just goes to speak to how old it was.
And Ramuno snipes the outer black to end the first. But they're scoring about 5 runs per game. As Fox drills this one into shallow left. Acevedo gets out there and makes the grab.
Melody Acevedo, just the freshman, but showing off her range here, sticking with it. An over-the-shoulder snow cone grab coming down to the knees. Somebody who needs some space to be able to get her swing off. Prefers the ball away from her.
Slapped into center, and a diving play by Casey Burdick to close the frame. Both teams showing out. A home run from Zeta Rock, but phenomenal defensive plays from Acevedo and Burdick. Chases some high heat, and Wiegand records the strikeout. And sometimes pitchers don't want to know the opposing hitter. They just want to go into attack mode. And Ramuno attacks there for the second out.
Here at the screwball by Ramuno. Catching Murphy.
Ramuno gets McGowan to chase. The second strikeout of the afternoon for the senior.
Comfortable with Bubke to your left and Alvarez to your right.
goes after that high heat. Wiegand notches another strikeout and gets the second out of the third.
Loving.
But she's really settled into this role coming in from the bullpen. The 2-2, swing and a miss. And Maddox starts her relief appearance with a strikeout. That schedule a little bit easier than playing on the road against the number 23 team in the country. Rock rung up. How about Ryan Maddox? She set down 3 straight, including 2 Ks. 2-2 for Alvarez, and Booker starts the 5th with a strikeout.
Great drop ball here.
Check swing, did she hold up? She did not. Lofted into shallow left center. In comes Burdick for a diving grab. The freshman seals the sweep. Washington notches their 12th straight win, taking the series finale 8-2.
Look again at this catch by Burdick. Shifted in the gap a little bit. Gets a great first step. Times up the jump perfectly. Full extension. Able to secure it for the 3rd out of the game. Fired up.